Hi gorgeous souls, and welcome to our Solar Conversation number 66. If this is one of the first ones you tune in, here is a quick rundown what we are going to do. I'm Annika. I'm a divine channel, a healer, a witch, a soul-led artist, a truth teller, a spiritual midwife, and what I do in these solar conversations, I open my channel, I tune in, I turn myself on, and I channel whatever needs to come through on that day. Today, the title that came through was Progress, Not Perfection. And where I noticed this in my own life was definitely this week. I made 2 meals, proper meals for myself. Even though I'm in a creative flow phase. And so I wanted to take a moment to celebrate that and also ask you, how do you celebrate your progress? How do you track your progress? How do you look at your progress instead of going, I'm not there yet? I mean, like when I go from where we were last year and where we are now, it's incredible how much progress me, my partner, and our children made. It's incredible what progress we made in terms of our daily life, in terms of our practices, our self-care, also in taking back the responsibilities that I handed over to my partner and the other way around. So for the longest time, I wasn't interested in making food. I would eat. And so Dennis took that part over for a number of years for me. So I just had to cook whenever I wanted to. While now with him gone 5 days a week, I need to look after the food again. And so in the first couple of weeks where that was the case, it was a really rocky start for me. And there was more than often butter bread, so bread with butter, or just like nachos with cheese on the table because I couldn't get up the strength and the inspiration to really cook. So seeing that progress, seeing that change, seeing that I made food for the children 3 times a day and for myself 2 times a day, and also honored my own hunger instead of like just sitting down with them and eating with them, and just eating with them when I felt I wanted to was a big improvement. And also honoring that when I'm in creative flow, I don't feel the hunger so much. I really need to consciously tune in and go like, oh, I'm hungry, that's why I'm cranky, I'm hangry. And so I'm seeing big progress there. There is no perfection, absolutely not. I think I can strive for that until the end of my days. But there is definitely progress. And then I ask myself, how do I want to celebrate that progress? How do I want to celebrate the steps forward that we have made? How do I want to do that? And I came up with many things that were appropriate to celebrate, that didn't include alcohol because I don't drink alcohol, and didn't include big sugary things because that's off the table as well, right? And so one thing I did just to celebrate was an extra session of yoga. So I'm coming after my yoga session, I'm coming to you straight away. Being all energized and centered and lovely, and I don't know, I find it so hard sometimes to bridge between the bliss that I feel on my yoga mat and my meditation and feeling all centered and stuff, and then not just like going into the family, because between me and the children the flow is most of the time really okay, but also going outside into the world. It's like, fuck. 10, 20 minutes ago I was in full complete bliss, and now I'm here and you're talking to me and I don't want to, and like I'm so in resistance to being out in the world, and like, yeah, no, this has, like, you know, I can't lock myself in a cage. I don't know if you have read The Untethered Soul. If you haven't, I really recommend that book. But he talks about that house where you suffocate yourself because you close yourself up to everything that could push you off center, while we actually grow and learn being pushed off center and then returning back to our balance, to our Tao, to the balanced way when the pendulum doesn't swing but actually comes to a halt. And so finding that, that would be perfection, right? Just walking that path all the time and being in balance all the time. And instead seeing how the pendulum swings not that far out. It goes like just for a couple of minutes, and then you can come back, or for a couple of days, and then you can come back to that center, that stillness. So here's an encouragement for you to celebrate your progress and not perfection. I also had a moment today where I knew everything that I was working towards was on the way, and that I'm building the foundation at the moment, and that was really, really beautiful too. Just like feeling the gratitude. We don't have a car at the moment. It was snowing today like crazy, and so with the buggy with the small wheels like going through the snow, I was like, I will appreciate it so much once I have a car again. I will have so much appreciation for that, and so I have appreciation for this very moment, because it will, like, I wouldn't have so much appreciation in the future if I wouldn't have this moment right here. And that was a really good moment. It was celebration of the progress, of the steps in between, of the incremental steps that lead us to where we now think is perfection. And in that moment when it arrives, we realize, oh, it's just another step of progress. It's a step of growth, of evolving, of expanding. Is there more I want to chat about? No, I don't think so. I think that's it for Friday evening. It's the weekend. I'm off until Monday. If you enjoyed this solar conversation, actually it's not a conversation, it's a monologue, to be honest. Like, it's a channeled message, and I want to have more conversations that actually bring me alive. I want to experience myself and others in conversation, in having like different perspectives and different opinions, and just like sharing our experience as women who are aware that we are so having a human experience, and seeing that duality, and having that experience, sometimes that bizarre experience where you can see from soul perspective, and at the same time you're in this human body and you have all the raging anger or sadness or whatever it is, and like going from here to here to here to here. And I want to talk about this with other women and share our experiences and cheer ourselves, like each other on, and celebrate the progress, and remind ourselves that we don't need to have that perfect life, perfect altogether, like everything sorted out. Talking about perfection, like I showed you my yoga mat. What I didn't show you was the toys that I didn't clean up, because that would have been time that would have deducted from me being on the mat. So here's to realness, to being alive, having a human experience, having these beautiful thoughts and emotions, and at the same time being aware of the connection. If you feel this calls you, we're starting conversations every single day for 66 days on the 21st of March, on the spring equinox, when we all awake from our winter sleep. We're starting these 30 minutes every single day. I will show up in Zoom. Whoever comes from the community that is building around this project, it's called Alive, and I will have a couple of setup costs, and my time and effort goes into this, definitely. So there is €1 per day, 66 euro is the price for this beautiful community to come together for 2 months, for 66 days, to share that experience together, to have these alive conversations, real, meaningful, wonderful, soulful, silly, fun conversations. And if you feel called, there's no sales page yet, it's all coming, it's all on the way, step by step, right? But if you feel called to join, message me, put a comment underneath, let me know, send me, I don't know, a letter, but let me know somehow, and we'll figure it out. We come together, and of course, if you want to wait, if you want to have more information is coming in the next couple of weeks. Now, this is me. Remember, you are loved, you're guided and supported. I cheer you on in your progress. I see you, I see how you're doing your things, and you're progressing, and you're growing, you're evolving, and I love it. I love seeing it. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.